Good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good, man. Do you acknowledge that this is live and I can use the clips however I choose?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
How can I help you, man?
Yeah, so my main problem is I'm trying to get my money up or whatever you say. I'm not English is not my first language, so sorry about that. But like make some money, and I've been doing trading for like a year and a half, but it hasn't really worked out for me, and I'm still learning, but do you have any tips or
I'm
what I
going to be
should?
honest with you guys, man. I'm going to be honest. From the new information I've been told about trading, trading
Yeah,
is not a skill I would get into. And I know the trader's going to try to hang me for this, but
yeah,
essentially that shit is gambling. so, so, and this is coming from one of my students who works for the S&P 500 saying that you're never going to beat the markets. Right? Some people may be good at this shit and they're able to do it, but it's not a sustainable business model.
yeah,
So I would literally not be trying to learn that shit. I would be trying to learn because let's look at products and services, right? If you figure out a way, specific type of people or an avatar, it doesn't matter if the market is up or down. They're gonna want your products and services. So what I suggest to people is you build a personal brand and you learn how to solve problems for a specific avatar. What problems have you solved in your life that you can help other people solve? Skills that
yeah.
it doesn't matter what goes on, people are going to always need help with these things. Health, wealth, relationships. I mean, make you guys lives easy. You want to
Yeah,
learn what?
I understand what you're saying, but I have to do something that I have time with because I'm also in computer science. I'm studying.
You better
Uh,
make fucking time to myself. Make something I have time with. You don't listen. Do you understand that you probably won't have a job?
why would I understand that?
Do you know what's going on with computer science right now or no?
Yeah, I mean I know there's an AI boom, but I want to go into AI for my master's. So I've already planned for that.
So let me ask you a question, buddy. So you're
Yeah.
gonna study computer science
Yes.
and then
Yeah.
right? You're gonna go into AI for masters. You're not gonna start applying this shit into the real world and start learning how to actually solve problems. You're gonna go study for this shit again.
Yeah, but someone has to make the AIs better. They're not just gonna evolve themselves, right? So
Okay. So you're gonna go into school to learn how to make the AIs better, not the machine learning
not
programs that can teach themselves, right? Not the software that can be built to improve the AI. You're gonna be one of the ones to just make it better.
Yeah, I mean, someone needs to maintain AI. It's not just going to maintain itself, right? But I don't know. I haven't really planned for that far ahead what I'm going to do. But I think
I'm
it.
so you guys confused the fuck out of me. Did y'all hear what he just said? Ali,
But
slow
wait.
down. Slow down, buddy.
Okay.
Slow down.
Okay.
This is why I'm saying you guys are not understanding how the way of the world works. So you're in school right now,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
You're spending 4 years to graduate in computer engineering or computer science. Computer science,
Computer science. Yes.
a field that is getting decimated by AI. Your plan is to then go into more schooling
Yeah.
and study the thing that is going to decimate your current degree, so you can understand how to manage that better.
Yeah.
And you haven't thought ahead 8 years down the line. How many more years you have in school?
One more year for the bachelor's and three more if I want to take a master's.
Okay, so you're gonna dedicate 8 years of your life to just start to work, and you
What?
haven't thought about that yet. You haven't even
Wait.
thought about
Why? I don't understand. Why would it be 8 years?
because you already dedicated 4.
No, no. I've only gone 2 years.
Yes, but in total, you're gonna dedicate 8 years before you get one job.
Not necessarily. I mean, I've gotten plenty of job offers already, and I haven't
Mhm.
even finished the bachelor's. So it's obviously in demand right now. Uh,
Gotcha.
but I don't know about the future.
Okay,
I,
whatever you
I
want to do.
also think that I can use it to my own personal projects. Like if I want to make a company or whatever in the future, couldn't
Mhm.
I leverage my programming skills in like or for
I
that?
mean, you can, or you can start building that shit right now. Why would you wait 4 more years to do that when you can start doing that right now?
Because I don't feel like comfortable in that area. Like if I want to make like some sort of software, how would I go about it if I
So you
don't
about to
know
get
how?
you about to get a bachelor's in computer science. You don't know how to make software right now. You don't know how to code right now.
I know, but it's not like very advanced.
You
Like
know
it's
what to help you be advanced.
yeah. What or no?
Yes.
Sorry, what did you say? I didn't
Do you,
hear.
do you know do you know what will help you be more advanced?
No,
Think about it.
like a master's degree, but obviously not based on what you've said about it.
Think. What can help you become more advanced at your computer science skills right now? Right now.
Studying more, I guess.
No. Think.
AI.
There you go.
Okay.
So you can use AI to, everybody in the chat understood it. You can use AI to get better at what you're trying to get better at now.
Yeah, yeah.
Now. Somebody said work experience. There's no fucking work experience. You can go learn based on your expertise. You can go learn how to improve your understanding and start creating that future for yourself now. Why would
Yeah,
you go and why would you take that risk?
no, but I'm still like using AI to learn in my studying. But
Right?
how would I know how to study, like, or what to study effectively, like what's needed in the market? If I have no job experience in this field.
You don't need job experience. Your mindset should be, how do I solve problems? The only way you're thinking right now, Ali, is somebody gives me a job to solve a problem. How about you think about the problems that they're gonna pay you for and start learning how to solve them?
Okay, then I have a question. Like, how would I go about finding out what the problems are? Like, I don't know
So,
what the companies.
so
Yep.
you're gonna look at the demand in the world. Remove your corporate brain for a second. I want you to think.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Whatever company you're gonna work for, what are they gonna be hiring you to do?
Like programs, maybe, or
For who?
like I don't know what they need right now.
Okay,
But
this is where you can go use your brain and think, because they're going to be hiring you to help their company solve problems for the marketplace.
yep,
Every business, every company is a business.
yep,
Google is a business. YouTube is a business. These people have engineers. They have problems that they want to solve for the marketplace. So instead of you sitting up here and go, oh, well, I'm going to wait for one of the big old conglomerate jobs to give me an opportunity. Okay, how do I? These people are going to pay me to work for them to solve problems. Why don't I use my own brain to get efficient at things that I can learn and solve people's problems? DTC, direct to consumer. Why can't you do that?
but
So
you still have.
let me give you a perspective shift, right? Let me help you out.
Okay,
So before e-commerce got popular, how was commerce? How did commerce operate?
like physically, like in
Yes.
stores.
Okay. So what did people do, Ali?
Uh, they went to this, or do you mean the consumer, or like
No, no,
the?
no, no, no. Before e-commerce, you know
Yeah,
e-com,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Before e-commerce became popular, how
Hmm.
did commerce happen? How did people buy products?
They went to the store and bought the product they wanted.
Okay. So the people who are now making millions and millions in e-commerce, what did they think to do?
Um, to like take it online, make it easier for the
They
customer.
took they took away the need for the consumer to go to the store to get products.
Yep,
They looked at the need of the consumer. They looked at the desires of the marketplace,
yep.
and they provided products digitally. People don't need to go to the store to buy stuff anymore.
Hmm.
The beautiful thing about AI right now is it's in the same position. Like you're literally in the same. This is Bitcoin or ecom in the beginning. This is what AI. This is the position AI is in right now. How
Yep,
do you take your skill sets and your understanding and provide direct to consumer solutions to people, so you don't wait on the businesses, the big brands to do it for you?
But wouldn't it be easier if I like got a foot in the market so I could know the consumers like struggles?
No, bro. You just got to
No?
listen and pay attention. No, you don't. No, you don't have to go spend 4 more years in school to go
Okay,
realize what people need help with.
okay.
They
How about this? How about this? If I finish this 1 year, so I get the bachelor's degree, I'll easily
Mhm.
get a job, and
Okay.
then just maybe work like 1, 2 years to get a feel for what's in demand in the market, and then I'll know
You
the
don't have
people's
to do none of that.
problems.
You don't have to
Why
do
not?
none of that. You can just search Google Trends, what businesses need. You can look at LinkedIn. You can like see that's the thing. I don't know if everybody's meant to be an entrepreneur. I don't know. I don't know. Because the way I'm thinking, I'm like, I'm not gonna wait for these conglomerates to incorporate AI fully and then remove my opportunity to be able to solve the consumer's problems. I'm gonna learn how I can use AI to do the same thing. I don't need to go work for a company to realize what people need. People want to make money. People want to use AI to make their lives easier. People want to use AI to replace their CPAs. They want to use AI to replace their lawyers. They don't like this is I don't need to be a genius to figure that out.
No, but like to implement it. If you said, for example, people want to use AI like uh for all these things, don't you need to know about those things? Like for lawyers, don't you need to know about the law or whatever?
Sure,
Like,
that's where you come in. You're the coder. You're the
yeah,
brain behind the software. You can use AI to get better at software, and then you pick the field that you want to help people in. You don't even
yeah,
have to rely on an expertise. Like you can literally sell your service to people who are trying to sell their expertise.
okay. So, in other words, like just figure out what the problem or what problems people have.
You don't have to think that much about what problems people have. The problems that people have are very apparent. Human beings, let me help you. Human beings want to make their lives easier. They want to make more money. They
Yep,
want to improve their wealth, health, or relationships. Guys,
yep,
I'm telling you, every person on the planet wants to either improve their wealth, health, or relationships.
yep.
Okay, how can I position myself as a coder graduating in a year to learn something, right? Where I can provide AI solutions to people that want to improve in any field of wealth, health, or relationships. You pick. It's that simple. Like just
Okay.
think about what problem you want to solve, and then you integrate AI into that.
But obviously, like I can't help people with wealth since I'm not wealthy myself. So it would be
No, that's not true.
hypocritical.
If you can code a software that can
Yep,
help a business track their spending,
yep.
track their marketing, help them get rid of bad leads, you can make them more money. There are people doing this right now. What's scary is like there are people who are very very smart, and there are people who are very life smart. I know people right now who are already doing this shit, and it scares me because I feel like you guys are gonna miss out on this opportunity. I know people right now who are doing demos, providing it to businesses, showing them how they can make the money with AI tools that they learned. And they're gonna get rich. I guarantee you next year. It's not that hard. Like it's you don't have to be a genius to figure out that the consumer is who you need to focus on. All
No,
right.
that's true. Yeah, but yeah, okay,
All
yeah,
right. I gotta get
I
going.
get
I,
it.
I wish
Yeah,
you the
yeah.
best.
Thank you for your
All
help.
right.